Hello students, myself Nayanakumari K, Assistant Professor, Department of Psychology, Dr. P. Dayananda P. Sathisha, Government First Grade College, Cartstreet, Mangalore, presenting a topic on late adulthood. Here I am going to talk on characteristics of late adulthood and some physical and mental changes in late adulthood as well as problems of late adulthood. What is old age? Definition of old age. Old age is the closing period in the lifespan. Usually, age 60 is considered the dividing line between middle and old age. Nowadays, we can see number of old people are increasing in the society. It is mainly because of better living condition like better medical condition, exercise, nutrition, etc. They have slowed down the mental and physical signs of aging. Old age is divided into early old age and advanced old age. Early old age extends from 60 to 70 and advanced old age which begins at 70 and extends to the end of life. While referring the old age, we speak on lifespan. What is lifespan? Lifespan is the maximum number of years an individual can live. Lifespan has remained at approximately 120 to 125 years of age. Today, we see overall expectancy of women is nearly 81 years and men it is 75 years. Women live comparatively longer than men mainly because of their increased resistance power and X chromosomes as well as many other hereditary factors. Based on the chronological age, old age is again classified into young old, and oldest old. Young old extend from 65 years to 74 years of age. Old or old age is referred 75 years and older, whereas oldest old is 85 years and older. But now, more relevant classification is classifying the old people based on their functional aging, that is, their ability to function. For example, an 85-year-old may be able to function very well and he may just act like an young old. Let us see characteristics of old age now. The first characteristics is it is a period of decline. So old age, we can see decline both in physical and mental area. So physical decline is mainly due to changes in body cells due to the aging process, whereas psychological cause for mental decline is unfavorable attitude towards oneself, other people, work and life in general. And second point is there are individual differences in aging. So we see lot of individual differences in aging. So sometimes as early as 50 we can see person showing the sign of aging. It is mainly due to hereditary factor, socio-economic factor, educational factor or sometimes personal attitude. And the third characteristics is different criteria which are used in judging the old age. So sometimes we take the criteria of personal appearance, sometimes we take the criteria of their functional ability to judge old age. And the last point is many stereotypes of old people which are present in the society. For example, especially media, if you see, there is a lot of unfavorable attitude which are shown towards old people. Old people are always depicted as unattractive. So we say young is beautiful and old is ugly. Let us see physical and mental changes now. In the physical changes, mainly changes will appear in the face, head, trunk and limb region. Head, for example, we can see mouth region, where the shape of the mouth changes as a result of tooth loss, and eyes becomes very dull. There will be double or triple chin which is developing in the old age. Skin becomes wrinkled, hair becomes thin as well as starts graying. So like this we can see lot of changes in the physical appearance. Changes in the physiological functioning includes, for example, changes in the body temperature. There will be changes in the pulse rate, breathing rate, changes in the sleep pattern, as well as digestive changes. So sensory changes are very common in old age, that we can see with regard to all five sensory organs. Vision declines, hearing loss will be very common in old age. There will be changes in their other sensory organs like taste, smell, touch, sensitivity to pain, everything declines in old age. And the last one is sexual changes, that is menopause in the case of female, that is cessation of menstrual cycle, and in the case of male it is climacteric change which occurs little later compared to female, and it is indicated by less masculinity tendency as well as decreased sexual potency. Following are the important mental changes observed during old age, that is in the field of learning, reasoning, creativity, and other areas. Learning, for example, they need more time to learn, they are slow in learning, and reasoning, we can say they are poor both in inductive as well as deductive reasoning, and they cannot conclude faster compared to the young generation. And in creativity, we can say they lack creative thinking, and memory problems are very common in old age, and there will be more of reminiscing effect, that is they talk more about past and they have problem in remembering the present. And in vocabulary it is not much affected, it is light compared to the other area. They use more words, but here the problem is they have problem in learning the new words. And the last one is mental rigidity. Old people usually they are mentally rigid. Following are some of the problems of old age. One is physical helplessness, which occurs mainly due to their physical disability or illness. Second one is economic insecurity, which usually occurs due to financial dependency. And the third one is they have problem in making new friends. This is mainly due to their old friend. They would have moved to other places or sometimes they would have died. And the next problem is spending new activities in leisure time. As they are retired now, or sometimes when they have more time, if they don't have any new habit, they will have problem here how to spend their leisure time. And the next point is learning to treat grow up children as adult, and they have lot of safety issues too, as they are more victimized compared to the younger generation. And the last one is health problem. Old people suffer from many health problems which includes arthritis, cancer, heart disease, etc. Some of the mental health problems are, one is depression, dementia, Alzheimer's disease, Parkinson's disease, and other afflictions like fear of victimization, crime, and other elder maltreatment. Let us see depression in detail. It is a mood disorder in which the individual is deeply sad or unhappy, demoralized, self-derogatory, and bored. The person does not feel well here, inactive, loses stamina very easily, has poor appetite, and is unmotivated. Some of the common predictors of depression in old age are, one is poor health, disability, death of spouse, low social support, as well as insomnia or sleeplessness. Another mental health problem observed in old age is dementia. It is a global term for any neurological disorder in which primary symptoms include decrease in mental functioning. Individuals with dementia often lose the ability to care for themselves and can lose the ability to recognize familiar people as well as surroundings. Common symptoms of dementia include one is memory loss, and they have difficulty in communicating and finding words while speaking. They have difficulty with visual and spatial abilities, they cannot recognize the place. They have difficulty in reasoning. They have difficulty in handling complex tasks. They have difficulty in planning and organizing the things. So, totally, we can say they are confused and disoriented. What is the cause for dementia? It is mainly caused by damage to or loss of nerve cells and their connection in the brain. Depending on the area of the brain that is affected by the damage, dementia can affect people differently and cause different symptoms. Next is Alzheimer's disease. It is one of the forms of dementia. It is a progressive irreversible brain disorder characterized by gradual deterioration of memory, reasoning, language, and eventually physical function. As the disease progresses, person will develop severe memory impairment and lose the ability to carry out everyday tasks. For example, they may not be knowing what to do while holding the brush in the morning. Similarly, another disorder is Parkinson's disease. It is another type of dementia. It is a chronic progressive disease characterized by muscle tremors, slowing of movement, and partial facial paralysis. Some of the other mental health problems observed in old age are one is fear of victimization, crime, and elder maltreatment. Elderly people are more vulnerable for many types of crimes. As a result, they are very fearful to travel to other places as well as to indulge in social life. What is unfortunate is even the caring people sometimes do psychological abuse of older people. Old people definitely require care and acceptance, but sad part is majority of old people receive no treatment at all. Combination of medication and psychotherapy produce significant improvement in their physical and mental health. So psychologically we can give them cognitive therapy, interpersonal therapy, problem solving therapy, counseling, which definitely improve their physical as well as psychological health. Thank you for watching my video.